we also have more reaction, a statement from Pierre Poilievre's office. It reads, quote, Mr. Poilievre has been very clear, including in his statement this past Monday. Conservatives support Ukraine in its defense against Vladimir Putin's illegal invasion, and we believe that Ukraine's future must be determined by Ukrainians. As we've been telling you, negotiations have broken down between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Let's listen to some of that exchange from a few hours ago inside the Oval Office.
In this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait
answer?
a minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have our military equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
Reactions to that dramatic exchange in the White House are appearing online, and the CBC's Mark Carcasole is tracking it all. So, Mark, what's the latest that you've seen?
Yeah, Andrew, online there are reactions from all over the world, as we've covered throughout the day. People in support of President Zelensky, people in support of President Trump. Within the last few minutes, we have heard from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He tweeted out, quote, Russia illegally and unjustifiably invaded Ukraine. For 3 years now, Ukrainians have fought with courage and resilience. Their fight for democracy, freedom and sovereignty is a fight that matters to us all. Canada will continue to stand with Ukraine and Ukrainians in achieving a just and lasting peace. I mentioned we've also seen support for President Trump as well. That has come in the form of his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who tweeted, "Thank you, President, for standing up for America in a way that no president has ever had the courage to do before. Thank you for putting America first. America is with you." And there's been vocal support for the president as well from Senator Lindsey Graham, who earlier today praised President Trump and blamed President Zelensky for that exchange.
The way he handled the meeting, the way he confronted the president was just over the top. So I think the relationship between Ukraine and America is important, vitally important. But can Zelensky do a deal with the United States? After what I saw, I don't know.
But also American support for President Zelensky. U.S. Senator from Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar, tweeting, answer to Vance, Zelensky has thanked our country over and over again, both privately and publicly, and our country thanks him and the Ukrainian patriots who have stood up to a dictator, buried their own, and stopped Putin from marching right into the rest of Europe. Shame on you. I want to go straight to, if we can, a tweet from former President and Prime Minister of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev. He says, if we could bring it up, I know, sorry, guys, it's out of order. The insolent pig finally got a proper slap down in the Oval Office. And Donald Trump is right. The Kyiv regime is, quote, gambling with World War III. And finally, a tweet from President Volodymyr Zelensky himself after he was kicked out of the White House. Thank you, America. Thank you for your support. Thank you for this visit. Thank you, President, Congress, and the American people. Ukraine needs just and lasting peace, and we are working for exactly that.
Mark, thank you. The CBC's Mark Carcasole.